I'm losing my nerve, and I don't wanna eat, and I haven't.
This is Weekend Calling with Clare on N Live Radio. I'm celebrating women in rock.
Yeah!
Hey!
Absolutely
Absolutely thrilled to be joined by Marisa and her Moths tonight as well. How are you both? Thanks for joining me. Are you well?
Very good, thank you. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. I have to say, I've been enjoying your live streams, since the first lockdown, and you always come across as such fun to watch. Super talented. You've got a great vocal, Marisa, and Liam, you're a lot of fun, a brilliant guitarist. I love the way that your harmonies blend, and it's really brilliant to see that you've been keeping the band alive during this awful time where all live stuff has just gone flat, stopped, theatre gigs, and we're all missing it. So it's exactly what we need. So thank you for that. And I want to talk about.
It's exactly what we
need to.
Well. Yeah, it's great to have people to keep people invested and to keep connected with people, but it's kept us sane as well. So that's 100%. Really nice.
I don't think I'd be in a mental institution. We haven't been doing it, so
because as artists, it's your truth, isn't it? You can't just sit back and go, right then, well, we'll wait for this pandemic to clear. It could be a year or 2 years or whatever. You've got to keep going, haven't you? You've got to keep working and writing and performing. And it's been brilliant. I sort of feel like I know you both. I know I don't, but that's the way you come across, which is what I found with other live streams. I haven't quite had that same experience. Yes, I've enjoyed the music, but you kind of let us in to your life, to your soul. I feel like I know you guys.
It is literally coming in. Especially now we do it from home. It is literally just inviting everyone into our house, into our lounge.
Yeah.
So we just act exactly like we normally do.
There's
no filter.
We tried that. It was always like a joke from the start.
Yeah, we're very professional. We're very professional, and then
Liam used to be like, just play it cool. It's like better not to give too much away, and I'm just there like, ta-da!
That's why it works, though. That's why people have invested in you. I think that's why people love you. So that is great. I want to talk about Marisa and the Moths and how that all started for you. Where did you kind of get this vision to start this amazing journey?
Well, me and Liam have known each other for a good decade now, haven't we?
Really? Where did you meet then?
Reading. So we're both from Reading.
In the local scene.
Actually, I lied. We met in Bracknell.
We did meet in Bracknell. That was the first gig we played together, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Cellar Bar. I was a massive fangirl for his band that he was in at the time. Massive fangirl. I was really new. It was my first. We basically met at a gig we were both doing with our old bands, and it was my first ever project kind of thing. And I was a very different person then, very nervous and not as mad. Well,
yeah, she was a lot quieter.
Yeah.
So he kind of brought it out of you a little bit more, the kind of more daft fun side then. More extrovert.
This experience of doing it, and just loving it.
Yeah, and we ended up basically after years of crossing paths and knowing each other on the scene whilst doing other projects. I think as a songwriter, it took me a long time to sort of figure out what genre I wanted to be in. I always wanted to be in rock, and I was sort of dabbling in different areas of it, and then sort of went more towards the grunge side of it, and I don't really know.
You're a big Nirvana fan and a big Soundgarden fan and all that stuff.
And Liam loves that.
And yeah, exactly. I kind of agree.
You can hear those influences very much in the band, can't you? That kind of Paramore, Alanis Morissette. You sing some covers as well, don't you, when you entertain us? And you kind of can get that essence across. So your debut single then, that came out in a couple of years ago, so not that long. You haven't really been going that long, and you've been doing really good stuff and very successful actually in a short amount of time. So it was September 2019, wasn't it, that your single Skin was released? So how did you write that, or how did you know it was the one as your first release?
Well, actually, so that was the first song that I wrote for the project, and before the band existed per se, I was going out and testing the waters, like with whoever I could drag in on bass and stuff, to just come and play a few gigs. And Liam came down, and I remembered what you said. You were like, "When did you get good at writing songs?" And I was like, not sure how to take that, but thank you, because I also praise you.
No, it was not like it was. I think it was more along the lines of, when did you get so good at writing songs? Because she always wrote songs very well. I did go down. It was just you and a guy on acoustic, and maybe like a cajon, like really acoustic thing. It was at Oakford in Reading.
Yeah, Oakford Social Club
in Reading. And I just popped up, and we've obviously been mates and stuff for ages, and then I just was like, whoa, this is a total another level of songwriting and songs, and singing come on so well. And then I kind of agreed, because I was in 2 projects at the time, majorly busy and everything, couldn't like. And Marisa kept kind of hassling and being like, "Can you come and help and be in my band?" And I was like, "I can't be I'll come into the studio and help you like turn it into the album and everything." And it just so happened that my other 2 projects kind of fell apart.
Just as we were recording the album.
Oh, and lucky for you, but lucky for you.
I personally think he actually came along and was just like, sabotaging. But But yeah, so luckily it meant that I could join, and we've just been doing ever since with various incarnations. But yeah, it's But
that's why it had special meaning, that song as well, right? Because it's kind of where it started and where everything started like progressing from.
And I kind of went, oh, this actually might be good enough for me to be in. I'm kidding. It's an absolute honor to be in this band and write with Marisa. It's great stuff.
Yeah, we have fun. We're doing what we do, and but yeah, when we actually recorded the full band version of Skin, which is very different to the acoustic arrangement, and if you've heard our full deluxe version of the album, you will have heard the original sort of arrangement that we did a recording of as an acoustic version, as extra for the vinyl release we did. But yeah, it was we listened back to it and we thought, everyone was like, nah, it's not single, it's not, it's not like a normal thing to sort of open with. And I was like, yeah, but like, isn't that the point?
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely. That's why it works, isn't it? And you've had some really good reviews. You've been on, on Kerrang! As Artist of the Week. You've had a feature in Classic Rock magazine now. Weren't you played on BBC Radio 2's Rock Show on Saturday night as well? I mean, that's fantastic. Yeah, you must be thrilled.
Yeah, I had a lot of people the next day messaging me like, "Isn't your band Marisa and the Moths? And am I mad? Or were you being played by on Radio 2 by Johnny Walker last night?" I was like, yeah, we were. It was pretty crazy. And then they played Foo Fighters straight after.
Yeah, absolutely mad. I think Thin Lizzy was on the same playlist as well. Like,
absolutely brilliant. Well,
oh, Marisa, there's a big step in your career.
Well, it is. That's lovely. You're so proud. That's brilliant. But it is, though, isn't it, for you? So you must be super thrilled.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally.
I'm still, I don't think it's really hit home with me. I'm just like, oh yeah, BBC Radio 2. Yeah, that's
a lot of people listen to that.
Yeah.
They do. They do indeed. But that's down to your hard work and the fact that you haven't given up. And what strikes me about you, Marisa, and really both of you as a pair then, is that you have this tenacity, you have this drive, you have this ambition, and you make it fun as well for your audience too. So what advice would you give to people out there who are trying? Because it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
To break through the music industry.
I think you spot on is tenacity and just try and just driving at it, and
if you don't try, you never know. But I think that's what people appreciate more than anything.
And reworking stuff, and just you really feel it when you've kicked on something that you really like. You're not just like when you're finishing a song, you're not just polishing it because you want it to sound good. You already know it sounds good and you want it to be the best it can be because you're so connected to it already. I think that's a big part of it. And just and doing it with people you get on with really helps too.
Oh yeah, and like especially as like you say, you feel like you know us, but I think that's kind of like us as a band. Like, I can't lie and I don't have a filter. So like trying to be something we're not would never work. I would just ruin it for everyone. I'd say something and it would all be over. So the only thing we have is ourselves.
Is being truthful. I think that is that's another being truthful.
That's the winner though. That's why it works so well. That's why, because we can buy into you, because we believe that you're genuine. You know, you've got the talent, but you've also got that personality and that truth as well. And I admire that so much. Can I talk about my favourite songs now of your tracks? Yeah, of your album.
This is where we blush.
So I love Baby Goodnight. I love that as a soulful ballad. So did you write that yourself, or was it a collaborative thing?
It was. So the acoustic arrangement, I generally like the lyrics and chords, like I'll come with that, and then we build on the arrangement around it together, like, and just make it into a full band arrangement, you know. So like
it was a weird one, that, because you came in with it just as, and it is, most of the song is just that beautiful chords and singing stuff,
guitar, isn't it?
And we just came up in the studio with like what can we do with this? Where can we move from this?
But it was still subtle and like I feel tasteful, which is, it didn't take away from the sort of rawness of it.
Because I suppose there's that danger of overworking a song as well, isn't there? You've got to know when it's right.
We always throw out things. We're like, fun, this will be fun. You're like, the song is important mainly.
I pretty much, like, if I don't like something, I'm just like, no. There's no like pause. It's like, no.
That's it.
Which is sometimes like a bit, you have to get used to it, but
Liam knows me, he doesn't get offended.
No, and you bring something, but you have to work over that ego and all that stuff.
I can say when I'm wrong anyway.
And just do what's right for the song. And you're very often right. Not always
right. No, not at all. I'm always worried about overcooking it, I think. But like, I know I don't know everything, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to be in a band in the first place. Like, one, so you can experience it with other people, because it's way more fun. Even though there is, let's be honest, you know, when there's other people involved, there is sometimes some drama.
Band politics. I know that you've had a little bit of that, haven't you?
But I mean, he's all right. He's no. I'm keeping this one. I don't know if he would say the same about me, but anyway,
All right, what's your other favourite songs? Come on, tell us.
Right, so my ultimate favourite, I love Needy.
Okay, that's still my favourite.
It's such an earworm of a song, because you just, how did you get that little, where did that come from? You're like, I just love the way that you came up with it and sing it.
The beginning of it was based around the second verse. I was actually falling asleep. Okay, so there's the story. Old guitarist Chris, before, we were friends for many years as well, but we went through a patch, like a bit of a rough patch, and we were working together. And one day I was like, look, Chris, what's wrong? Why are we not friends anymore? It feels weird. What's your problem with me? And he was like, you're just so needy, Marisa. You're like an excitable puppy, just a bit much sometimes. And I was like, oh. And so I went home and like got upset about it. And that night when I was falling asleep, I just sort of like heard the lyrics and chords, and I literally sat on my floor, like played it into my phone. The next day was like, okay, I'll finish it tomorrow. I went and finished it the next day, walking around the forest, then showed Liam, and at the time that solo in the middle was basically just over the whole thing.
And he was like, a lot.
why don't you just play it like just the once? And I was like, oh yeah, it sounds like a song.
Brilliant.
It was, I almost didn't show anyone that one though. In fact, it was that song and Everything's Going Swimmingly. I think those two I was so nervous about showing anyone, because I didn't think anyone liked them.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant songs. Love it. I love it when you kind of, with your streams, you'll throw in your own songs and the covers, and then we look forward to hearing them again. So it's brilliant.
Thank you so much. It's cool that you've like listened to the whole album as well.
And you've done 2 UK headline tours, but then everything stopped for you, didn't it? So without doing this, how has it made you feel? Because you were just kind of getting in your stride, weren't you?
I like to think that we're staying in the stride as much as we possibly can, but you know, it was kind of frustrating because we'd finally, mean, I'd had a full-time job and saved up to sort of like get the big release going, and then like, all of a sudden like we're on the 3rd tour at this point, and like things are like we're packing out the shows we're doing, and then bang, it just stops, you know, like, and it was like the beginning of everything. But all I can say is that we are blessed to have the fans we do. Like we would
so much.
They supported us like through we've survived off our donations essentially, but just the positivity around the group and stuff like of our fans, it's
such an amazing group of people.
We've kept each other going, like as we're just all, we're like friends, you know.
That's lovely. I'm really looking forward to coming out and seeing you guys when you get playing live again, because
no, sorry, carry on.
No, that's it. Yeah, just my husband got me into you guys, and
really?
He's a massive fan. Yeah, and we were saying, we've got to go and see Marisa play. We've got to go, you know. And it is a shame that it's all stopped, but it is brilliant that you're finding other ways, you know, with these live streams and stuff. And also you've got like brilliant merchandise as well. Sort of you're thinking about other ways as well of being able to keep the band alive and get us wearing, you know, your headgear or your hoodie or whatever.
I think it would be more annoying if it wasn't happening to everyone, and it's just we're all all us musicians are really in this. It's a hard time for everyone, so it's not it's not feeling like we're missing out on it. We are, like, it's hard, but everyone's in the same boat, so everyone's just got to work hard and support each other, support the other bands.
That's right. It's just awful, isn't it, for all artists, for actors, like for crew members. Just everything has stopped, and it's really, really hard. But it will come back, you know, and people are going to just be so much more needing it. You know, they're going to be so much more. How was I for so needy there?
Excellent.
That's going to be the song, isn't it? That's going to be the pandemic song that we all remember and love. But it will be a wonderful experience. We're going to have a massive party when it all comes back. I wanted to talk about the name, the band name. So obviously the Marisas, because you're Marisa, but where did you get this Moths idea from?
It was Liam's idea to put my name in the band name. I wasn't against it at the start. I was like, no, I don't want to sound like a solo artist. I want it to sound like a band. He was like, well, it will sound like a band, but you're writing the songs, blah, blah, blah. And this was like back when he wasn't officially in the band.
Yeah. If I'd been in the band, I'd have been like Liam and the cool guys. But no, Marisa's such a strong part of it, and such a character of thing, and so much behind writing everything. It makes sense, and it's instant kind of thing. And then we were talking about Marisa and the somethings, and you said
I misheard you. That's what it was.
Yeah, and I said something. You were like Moths, because your hearing sometimes is not the best.
Oh, so it's like a happy accident then.
Yeah, it totally was. And you were like,
I love that.
And I was like, actually, that's kind of cool.
And then I was like, oh my god, yeah, because, you know, Moths are like dark, but they're also delicate, and our music can be really, really gentle and then really like aggressive, and it's everything. And I love moths and butterflies. They're so meaningful. I went on for a while. I'm a little bit unpopular.
I want to know what Liam actually suggested to you now. Can you even remember what it was?
I literally no idea. I think we're outside at a pub, and
maybe it was because the Bad Mouth, if you remember, was the original attempt at naming.
Bad Mouth, Marisa and the Mouths, or
so
something.
You were like Marisa and the Mouths, and I was like Marisa and the Moths. Oh, that must
that's
have
much
been
better. That probably makes sense. You've actually just worked out what it is.
Yay! It's definitely better.
Bad Mouth,
why did we call it that? That's terrible.
Yeah, we had to. I'm pretty sure I've got a page of like I found a piece of paper with it, like writing up like logos and like names just to see what they look like. There's a few on there which were
I've still got like a lot of my little doodles of the logos and stuff like that.
There was some, but we landed on something we're pretty happy with. So,
landed. I like that.
You are
on it.
Wavelength, loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Let's talk about this brilliant concept video with this. We won't talk about the end, we won't give it away if people haven't seen it before, but all tied up.
Tied
up.
Okay,
we had a lot of fun with that one.
It was fun.
Whose idea was that to come up with that storyline? And How did you go about filming it? Where did all these ideas come from? That's what I want to know, please.
Well, we just did a bit of a brainstorming. I think you came up with like,
I said the
wedding, and then we're
like, well, it can't just be like a wedding. It have to be gothic or something, because then it would be a bit. Well, I think we were saying about, what was it, Beetlejuice? You said Beetlejuice, and I said, well, what about like that, but maybe like a bit gothic?
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like straight down the line copying a thing. So we just back and forth for a bit. But the reveal of the face. Oh. I can't
you don't know what the face is.
Yeah, you know what the face is.
Go on YouTube and watch it like 10 times. 10 times.
10 times. Just share it with everyone. But the reveal at the end, that was like something I was like, Liam, like, what do you think about this? I know it's a bit cheesy, isn't it? He was like, nah, it's actually it's good. And like,
it's cool. It
wasn't as cheesy as we thought it.
It came out really well. The nice thing about, because we've always worked like, that was our fourth one, that one.
Fit.
That was our...
Because we Skin, then Slave, then Needy, then Choke, then Tight.
So fifth.
Tied Up. But we did 3 acoustic, like...
things as well.
So
yeah, it was our 5th video, but it was the first one we really delved into a storyline side of it. So all the other ones have been more performance, and obviously really cool and good stuff going on. But
How Did You Get So Weak was the next step up storyline wise.
Yeah, so yeah, that was what we did afterwards, which is the White Room one. But it was great, because it was actually, Tied Up was filmed in the same place where Skin was, which is the first one we ever did.
Yeah, so it was like
exactly the same building, just in a different part. So it was nice to go up with Simon, who's done all our videos, and because he lives up in Liverpool, so we went up there.
Simon?
Sorry.
Matty.
Oh my word.
You said Simon. I think you're talking about Simon for tracking demos.
Maybe we have, but sorry, too many people to talk about. Too many men's names. Sorry, Matty. Yeah. Simon.
Clearway Media. If you guys are anyone watches looking for a videographer, he's epic.
It's really good filming and editing. Yeah, definitely. What's his name again?
Matty Daly from Clearway Media. He's based in Liverpool, but he travels.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Too many things to think about.
So many people, so many names, so many songs. I want to talk about when you next go out playing, and if you were offered a tour and you could support a big name band, who would you choose? Could be anyone.
I was trying to get in touch with Skunk and Nancy's manager. I feel like
we're still on the table, please.
hey guys, if you're watching right now, we love you.
I think we'd love to play with a lot of people. It's just we'd mainly just want it to be something that fits.
Yeah.
Because we could play in front of lots of people, to like people that are more. Yeah, I don't know. It's just anyone who. I mean, like if Hellstorm were ever coming through the UK and they were like, "Oh hey," we'll just jump on Foo Fighters. Well, Nothing But Thieves. Nothing But Thieves would be epic, because they're very much amazing. Yeah, they're amazing, but they're very big on like the vocalist, and like we push the vocals as well. Like some bands, I think like vocals can sit back in the music a little bit more, but like we're both, and I think they're both. So I think even though they're slightly different to us stylistically, that might be good, because I think that would make a good show then.
I think you need that, don't you?
Yeah, so it's not all like the same.
Yeah. I'm sure that the offers will come in now, particularly with the Radio 2 airplay. The fact that you're getting more and more known, so why not? I'm sure it will. Yeah, it would be.
We're staying positive, that's it.
You have to.
We just, I mean, that would be, doing a big support tour like that would be just fantastic. But really, above everything, we just want to go out, play, and meet so many people that we've only spoke to online, that are fans of us, who have wanted like. Should we show her the? Yeah. I'll just show you this thing that our fan made us. Absolutely.
Oh, I think I saw this. Is that brilliant picture? With all the song lyrics. Oh, this is absolutely. I mean, what an amazing fan.
So
I want to say that these are,
isn't it?
These are the words of lockdown 2020.
And it's actually the original. He said this was the original writing from the actual lyric book.
He cut it all up.
All of it's been cut up and put into the shape of a moth.
Is that how he's done it? It's amazing, isn't it? I absolutely love that. It looks awesome.
It's just an amazing piece of art.
What a lovely gift.
I know. We were well emotional about it. We're gonna get it scanned and then make a t-shirt or something out of it, or a hoodie or something as well at some point when we can go to a shop to get it scanned properly. But yeah, so
this person's a fan, but you've never met them before.
Never met them. No, his name's Tim, and he's the guy who actually emailed in, like basically
put us forward for Radio 2 as well.
And I read what he wrote. It's like basically
really.
Wow. That's just a sprinkle of some of the amazing fans we have, like
Earth Angel Tim.
Yeah. It's
lovely.
Yeah, it's just lovely, isn't it? Really.
It's really humbling. Like sometimes you're just like, wow, that person's just done that thing for us, and what mate. We say thank you a lot. Like I can't express how grateful we are for the people that we have around us. Like
we just wouldn't be as far as we were if it wasn't for them.
No, we wouldn't be. I wouldn't be as happy or as sane as I am right now. Like they're just the most amazing people. There are some lovely people out there. Music is great.
Music brings people together, doesn't it? It connects. It makes you feel good. It's so important for everybody's well-being everywhere, really, isn't it? Where would we be without the music?
I know. I can't wait to play a show again.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just let me play a show.
You need to play a show. Are you happy with your lineup now?
Well, we're close
to. I see you two a lot, but I don't know what else is happening. I know you had a few changes with the band.
Yeah, we did. We've had one lineup change already, but they didn't work out. So, but we wanted to take it slow and not rush it. We're actually reviewing auditions at the moment, and we've got a couple of people that we're keen on, but we don't know whether we're just going to work with them for the second album, for like solo parts, stuff that we wouldn't play per se, but everything else me and Liam have been prepping on our own, but with a drummer. We have got a drummer now, and we're going to be doing live stream with him soon. I'm just trying to figure out the most cost-effective way of doing it, because it's quite expensive hiring a room and then cameras and everything.
Did it all safe and everything as well.
Exactly. So, but it should be. We're hoping end of Feb, mid-March, around that sort of time. Just confirming stuff this week.
Get to show him off.
He's lovely, isn't he? He's lovely. Yeah, we're going to do a questions and answers thing, but what we'll probably have to do to cover our costs is we probably will actually have to ticket it this time.
Which we
do. But we really can't afford to pay out and make loss on what we're doing. We just can't.
But it'll be
half and half.
It'll be a special.
Yeah.
I mean, we always try and make the stream special. We put everything into it, but it's going to be a special, in a separate place.
Like a launch almost.
Yeah. So So something for people to look forward to, something a little bit different.
We should probably mention the pre-order thing for Bandcamp, because basically, in order for us to get the money together to record this next album and release it, on the Bandcamp Fridays, I don't know if you've heard about them. It's basically the first Friday of every month, Bandcamp have been waiving their fees, which means that, any artists on there, you can buy their music or their merch and they will only get the PayPal fees, basically, which is a small amount compared to the high rate that it usually is. But they also record all of your sales and tell the charts about it. So it's really beneficial for artists to sell through there. So we put up a pre-order that's only available on that day for the second album as an early thing. And if you invest in us now by pre-ordering so early on before we've recorded, you'll get the special private live stream that we'll be putting together with the full lineup and all of the new songs from the new album. It'll be the first ever live performance of it properly, and it'll just be for those people that did the pre-orders, basically.
And most importantly, it'll help us get in the charts, which is really helpful. So that's
that's so important. Oh,
we did
fantastic!
The first album.
We did chart the first album.
I think we got to 59. Was it? I think it's 59.
It's our first ever release, which was fantastic.
That's not bad going, is it? Really? Wow.
Not bad.
So hopefully we can
Number one.
Why not?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Do you know, it's been absolutely fantastic talking to the pair of you. You're everything that I expected you would be in conversation, which is a good thing.
That's a good thing or not, yeah.
I was like, oh.
No, I think you're super talented. You've got great chemistry. It's a wonderful band, and I wish you every success from your journey onwards. I think you've got great things coming, and do keep on believing. It's what you have to keep doing. Keep on believing. Thank you so much for joining me.
No, thank you.
Wonderful.
You're a lovely
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You have a great smile.
Bless you.
Have a great one.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.